No, you're not the doctor.
I could
But
be.
here we go.
I could be the doctor.
You could.
You?
No. No. No, I don't.
Oh, I thought you were saying I weren't. What?
What?
I weren't the doctor.
You're not the doctor.
I am the doctor.
You could be.
I am.
Prove it.
I have a shirt that says, "Trust me, I am the doctor."
All right. Yes, you do. You do have a show. Well, Jimmy, why don't you introduce the show for everyone tonight?
When I wore that shirt somewhere, someone asked me if I was really a doctor.
Yes, I know you told me that before.
And I'm like, no. I just play one on TV. Well, not the TV, but radio.
Okay, Joey.
Hello, everybody.
Good evening.
It is 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I don't know where you're listening from, so it could be any other time.
It could be any other time.
Because
it could be now.
If
it could
they're
be later.
watching
it could
the
be tomorrow,
recording
it
of
could be
this,
yesterday.
it could be weeks from now. But right now, it is February the 13th, 2014. It is one day before Valentine's Day.
Now, you emphasized the
Yes,
N in that.
I did.
Explain to the audience
Because
why.
where I live and where you live, a lot of people love to say Valentine's Day. Like you are
multiplying it?
Valentine's Valen. What is Valentine's Valen? It's nothing. It's Valentine's. Valentine's Day.
Yes,
Now,
that's great.
again, some of this can be because of the area and the people we grow up around. If that is just how everybody you know says it, that's
Okay.
what you say. That's where accents come from. Like,
Yeah, okay.
why do we not use the letter R? Because our parents didn't. And everybody around us didn't.
Hold on.
That's how we learned to talk.
Hold on. What letter?
Ah.
Oh, A-H. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I
the
got it.
18th letter of the alphabet.
Yes.
We don't use it like, the people around here.
We are actually looking into having commercials played during our show that explain how to talk.
Why
Boston.
we talk, how we talk.
Yeah, exactly. That would be great. We're trying to do that now. If we can get access to this and bring it to our fans, we would be unstoppable.
Well, unstoppable?
Probably not, but I just wanted to say it. It sounded good.
It does sound good.
It sounds
but I
great.
don't think that it sounds true.
All right, so go back to what you were talking about. Now, because I don't agree with that. I don't think accent has to do with pronouncing a word.
Oh, okay. That's where you are wrong.
How am I wrong?
Okay, again, different things like accent. Some people would say we do not say the word car right. But we say we do, it's just my accent.
Yeah, okay. But what word were you talking about before?
Valentine's?
That's not an accent. That's
It's-
basically
okay.
pronouncing a letter that was not in the word.
Okay, it's not an accent because they don't replace every N with M. But they do it for that word. It's similar to when people say nuclear. They are confusing more common words like molecular.
Okay.
It's the way that English works. Nuclear doesn't sound right. And again, when you're really emphasizing it, you say it nuclear, but you don't really say it like that. You say nuclear.
But it's
But they don't. They say nuclear.
But you don't say what time of day it is. It's time.
Okay,
Not
but there's
Valentine.
still certain things. There's certain things in the English language that are not said the way they are in certain ways.
What? No, I don't agree with any of this.
Okay.
It's not
changing the N in Valentine's to an M, adding in the R at the end of the word when there is no R, like they do in New England, which is silly because we don't use the R in the first place.
Yeah, but still, it's bad pronunciation. It's not an accent problem. I'll give you a perfect example.
It's a pronunciation problem?
They're not pronouncing the word right.
So it's
Period.
a pronunciation problem?
Whatever. Sure. Exactly. I
That's
said
not
the
a word! It's pronunciation.
That's what I said. Pronunciation.
I know. And I said pronunciation.
Yeah, and yeah, okay. So the
And you
point,
said yes.
whatever. I
You
thought
don't
maybe
know.
what? Look, the point is,
You
look,
don't know.
there was a point in time where I went to a local supermarket, and
Whoa,
they
whoa,
were
whoa. Local where? Here?
yes,
There?
here,
Or the other place?
here, Georgia, Clayton County, where we live.
Okay.
They had an advertisement that they wrote by hand.
Okay. Okay, stop.
No, 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 no,
'Cause-
no, no, no. Look, they were advertising the sale of flowers, but they were talking about the spring foliage. But they did not
No, they
spell
didn't.
foliage.
Because, okay, here's the problem. When they say the word wrong, and they've grown up saying it wrong, and they've never really seen it in print. Think about it. You've probably read words that all of a sudden you come to the word when you're reading, and it's like, whoa, what's that? It's why kids, when they're learning to read, why they can't sound out the words. They're not thinking about the context. But if they thought about the context, they would know the word. If they tried to sound it out, and all of a sudden they just come up with, is it this? Now, when everybody around says foliage,
That's how they wrote it.
well, that's because
Foliage.
that's a person who's never seen it written out.
Yeah, well, that
So when they wrote it out, how would you write foliage? You'd
God.
write it like foliage,
Yeah,
not
but-
like foliage, the actual word that no one says here. Well, not no one.
I blame the manager. The manager should have looked at the sign, looked at the spelling, looked in the dictionary, and basically found, hey, you spelled this wrong, and now you're making us look stupid. Because it's not foliage. There's no flower made out of tinfoil.
Well, you don't know that. You don't.
Well, okay, maybe there's a handmade flower made out of tinfoil.
Ah,
But I mean
exactly.
a flower that comes from the ground that is blossoming.
Don't you know you're not supposed to deal in absolutes? No nevers, no always.
Whatever. Well, here's an always. We're always here on a weekly basis
Really?
for the most part.
Really? Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry. Is it Wednesday night?
No.
No, it's not.
Well, we lost power last night.
Oh. Well, I bet the people that were trying to listen in California were like, I have power.
They didn't have an ice storm like we did.
Maybe they even have phenomenal cosmic power.
An itty bitty living space.
They probably do, especially if you live close to a major city.
Exactly. It's like
The
that.
closer you are to a major city, the more itty bitty your living space is.
Exactly. So tonight, we're finally giving a proper introduction to the fourth season. Well, last week we talked about the Christmas special, The Voyage of the Damned.
Yeah, but I don't really consider that an introduction to the fourth season anyway.
That's why
That's
I
like
said-
episode 4.0.
That's why I said now we're finally giving an introduction
Because
to the fourth
there is
season.
no 0 episode, then the first one would be 1, which is this one.
Right. So we're on the same page.
No,
How are we on different pages?
because I'm right.
How are you right when you're saying that flowers come from tinfoil?
I'm not saying that.
You said there's a possibility that flowers could come from tinfoil.
No, I did not.
You're trying to support the idea that
You
foliage...
said there is no such thing as a flower made from tinfoil. And I said, there may be a flower made from tinfoil. I'm not saying that flowers come from tinfoil.
They don't come
That
from
would be
tinfoil.
absurd.
That's why it's not foliage.
No, that's not the reason why it's not foliage. The reason it's not foliage is because the word is F-O-L-I-A-G-E.
Foliage.
That's why it's not foliage.
Foliage. Leaves.
It has nothing to do with aluminum foil.
All right. We got that settled.
Gladly.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So tonight we talk about our
Donna.
favorite... Donna?
Our favorite Donna.
What? No.
Do you have a more favorite Donna?
I wasn't going to talk about that. I was going to say this guy. Adipose. Fat.
You saying Donna's fat?
No, fat. This little guy right
He's
there.
cute.
You know, hi.
They have the cute voice. Like, you can't do that, right? Like,
oh, these
just
guys are great.
Cute little things.
Yeah,
They were adorable.
they were fantastic. They didn't mean any
And they were
harm.
just children. They didn't know.
They had
weren't
no
doing
idea what they
anything
were
wrong.
doing. None at all.
No. They were just trying to live. Can you fault anyone for trying to live?
No,
No, of course not.
not right now.
You mean what?
Nah, don't listen to me.
I usually don't.
Yes, I know. Well, this episode that we watched this week, Partners in Crime, it actually had some interesting things that got touched on through the whole season. For example, when Donna first mentioned about the bees disappearing.
Yeah, that came back. They came back to that later.
Yeah. So they did little thingy things that got touched on throughout the rest of the
Little
season.
thingy things.
It's
Boy,
11 o'clock. I worked
Your
a long
level of articulation
day.
makes
Completely
me
gone.
the complete opposite of jealous.
What's the complete? Not jealous?
No.
What's the opposite of jealous? Not jealous.
Stop it. You're being silly.
Of course I'm being silly. That's me. I'm always silly.
You're silly.
They're silly.
They're silly too. I almost watched that episode today. I've been dying to watch that because it's a great episode. I love the snowman.
And Magneto's in it. That's what makes it awesome.
Magneto's in it, yes.
Yeah.
Gandalf's in it.
Gandalf?
Magneto is played by the same as the guy that played Gandalf in Lord of the Rings.
Lord
and
of the
Hobbit.
Rings.
Yep.
Never saw it.
Which was a link back to just 2 episodes ago. He called him Gandalf.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
He did call him that. That was
And
interesting.
then a few years later, they actually add in Gandalf.
They did?
Yes, the voice of the snow. You just said this.
Oh, and Doctor Who. I thought you meant something else. All right. We got to get to a clip because I've completely thrown you off. I have. You know I have.
Yes, you have.
Of course.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We have some clips from the show that there wasn't like a lot that was in depth to this episode.
No, but it was a great episode.
It was a good
funny.
episode.
It was silly. It was a reintroduction to an old character.
Donna.
Yeah, Donna. Of course, I meant Donna.
Well, she only appeared in one episode previously, and who knew that she was going to be back as a semi-permanent part of the series? Did you know?
Yes.
How did you know?
Because by the time I was watching this episode, they were already past Donna.
Oh, good grief. All right, let's get to this clip. So we're going to watch a little bit here, and this is the doctor and some of his interaction with a woman in this office.
Oh, yes.
Excuse me, everyone. If I could have your attention. On average, you're each selling 40 adipose packs per day. It's not enough. I want 100 sales per person per day. And if not, you'll be replaced. As if anyone's good at trimming the fat, it's me. Now, back to it.
Kind of like her.
Anyway, if you could print that off, thanks.
So if you could just print off that list, I'll
I
get
like
it.
glasses.
Lovely. Thanks then. See ya.
Thanks, then. Oh, what's that?
My telephone number.
What for?
Health and safety. You be health, I'll be safety.
Paragraph 5, subsection C.
Oh, classic. And he was just trying to get out of it as quickly as possible, but she was cute.
Yes. But it doesn't matter to him.
Because of Rose?
No, because he's a Time Lord.
But still, just
You
because
don't even know that everything would match up.
Yeah, but just because... What?
She knows.
Well, not everything would match up.
Yes.
What does being a Time Lord have to do with that?
Nothing, maybe.
Have you done in-depth research?
Have you?
No.
Then you don't know.
Well, how do you know?
I'm saying it's a possibility.
Possibility. Okay, no. The fact of the matter is,
Like, let's see how things match up. Ooh, they don't.
oh God, you trying to say that the girl?
No,
here's the
no. I didn't say that, you sicko.
Your fingers said it, and the people watching will know. Are you trying to say that he's being hit on by a
I'm
dude?
saying they might butt heads.
Oh God, that's even worse. That's even worse.
You stop it. You're making it worse. Forget you.
Oh, good grief.
Just saying things might not work out the same way when you're dealing with aliens. See, she gets it.
I'm just saying that, he could have taken a number and be like, yeah, I'll give you a call sometime.
When's he gonna call her?
And
Literally, when is he going to call her?
He might
From
have-
Pompeii?
he might have, well, he can call anywhere at any time and any place.
So he could call her before he met her.
Maybe he needs to have health and safety checked out. Maybe so.
No. He is health. She's safety.
I know. Maybe he wants to check some safety out, make sure things are safe and secure.
And she just wants to check out health.
Yeah.
See if he's healthy.
She might want to have an in-depth look at the doctor. Alrighty then.
Oh,
So
look at this.
yeah, let's take a look at that. All right. So now the doctor has realized that this company Adipose, something's not quite right.
There's a lot of things not quite right with adipose.
Well, I mean, they're basically taking the fat that exists on people and turning it into this cute, cuddly little guy.
All right. See, now that is not a problem. If you want to lose weight, what's wrong with having something cute and cuddly around afterward?
Well, they don't stick around, they leave.
And it's also a piece of you. It's kind of like a child.
Really?
It's a piece of you, and it's cute and it's cuddly. And most kids are cute and cuddly.
Most?
Sometimes.
Can you think of some that are not?
Yeah, when they're screaming, they're pretty much not cute and cuddly. And that's where only parental instinct kicks in. That stops you from, choking the life out of them.
Okay. Have you seen the baby picture of the child who ate the Gerber baby food, flavor picante?
No.
You will have to see it. The pain and agony going through this child is just hilarious. It's hysterical. Quite funny.
So, an infant in pain
I'm
is
saying-
funny to you.
No, I'm saying
Sick man. Let me tell you now, never have a child.
I don't plan on it.
See, you should not want to see them in pain.
It's not that I'm wanting to see it in pain. I'm just saying it's a funny picture. That's it. That's all I'm saying. Nothing else.
Sick man.
It's a funny picture.
The person is in pain.
It's a baby eating picante flavored Gerber baby food. Yes, there's flashing going on in the background.
Why?
There's somebody back there doing something with something that flashes.
It's doing it again.
Are you distracted by it? Do you need...
I am distracted by it because it's like
supposed to be-
flashing. It makes me feel like I'm blinking, and I know I'm not blinking.
You're not supposed to blink. And now you're blinking a lot. Blink at the camera. See, there's the camera.
Blink at the camera.
Yep.
Mhm.
You're not blinking.
Well, I'm the Flash. I just blinked 1,000 times. You didn't notice.
Wow. All right, so back to this episode, and the doctor's now investigating, and I thought this was a pretty good
Doctor's
little...
investigating, Donna's investigating, and they're coming at it from different angles, but it's leading them to almost the same places, and they're almost meeting throughout the same episode. It's actually quite comedic throughout the whole thing, how they're almost there and then not.
They're almost there and then not?
Like when they were standing just around the corner from each other, and then they walk different ways.
Oh, that's right, and they completely missed each other.
Mhm.
All right, well, let's take a look at this clip.
I still don't know what that's from.
It's from you. That's where it's from.
No, it's not.
Yes.
You're silly.
I am silly. So let's listen to this clip. Because it's pretty good.
And you're on the list of our valued customers.
Mr. Roger Davey, I'm calling on behalf of Adipose Industries. Just need to ask you a few questions.
It's been
Well,
fantastic.
the video
I started
is
the pills
very
on
off.
Thursday. 5 days later, I've lost 11 pounds.
And no side effects or anything?
No, I feel fantastic. It's a new lease of life. Now, what do you think about these earrings? Do they work?
Yeah, lovely.
I've been on the pills 2 weeks now. I've lost 14 kilos.
That's the same amount every day.
1 kilo exactly. You wake up and it's disappeared overnight. Well, technically speaking, it's gone by 1:10 in the morning.
What makes you say that?
That's when I get woken up. Might as well weigh myself at the same time.
You going on a date?
I'm doing the opposite. I'm dumping him. I can do better than him now. Right, I won't be long. If the taxi beeps, give me a shout.
But it is driving me mad. 10 minutes past 1 every night, bang on the dot, without fail, the burglar alarm goes off. I've had experts in, I've had it replaced, I've even phoned Watchdog, but no, 1:10 in the morning, off it goes.
What with no burglar?
Nothing. I've given up looking.
Tell me, Roger, have you got a cat flap?
It was here when I bought the house. I never bothered with it, really. I'm not a cat person.
No, I've met cat people. You're nothing like them.
Is that what it is, though? Cats getting inside the house?
Well, the thing about cat flaps is they don't just let things in, they let things out.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. The guy didn't even think about that.
All right, what was that dude's name?
That guy? I don't know. Do you know what his name is?
No, I don't.
Why not?
I was trying to think of that, but what his name was. I thought it mentioned it at the beginning of the clip because the doctor introduces himself, so chances are they would have gotten his name. He wanted to make sure he was at the right door. He would have used his name, and I forgot what it was, but I wanted to know what his name was so that I could use it while I was talking about what I wanted to talk about.
You've completely thrown me off. Really thrown me off.
Okay, well, come on back on.
No, okay, there we go. So,
Good.
I don't know what the guy's name is. No idea.
All right.
Does that really matter?
Well, he was talking about when he wakes up, may as well weigh himself. And it's funny because weighing yourself can be an addiction.
Well, especially if you're trying to, maintain yourself and
Not even
and
then. It's
get
just
into
like
a healthy weight.
I used to weigh myself more times in a day than I could count.
What stopped you from doing that?
Getting away from a job where I had access to a scale all the time.
Why'd you buy a scale?
Well, I had a scale.
What'd you do with it?
It was in the bathroom.
What did you do with it?
I didn't do anything with it.
Well, you said you had.
Yes,
which,
but I was at a job which had this huge, massive scale.
Really?
Uh-huh. It was for weighing pots.
All right, so what about your scale?
Oh, my scale's fine.
You still have it.
Well, no.
So what happened to it?
It belongs to another person.
Who?
My ex-wife.
Oh. So take it back.
Well, technically, I guess it was her scale, because I would never buy a scale.
All right.
What would be the point of that?
To find out how much stuff weighs?
That's not why people buy scales.
What did they buy it for?
They buy it so they know how much they weigh.
That's the same thing, to find out
You
how
said
much
stuff.
a person can be stuffed.
Okay. A person can be stuffed.
Well, they're standing.
But a person is not stuffed.
Wow, a person can be stuffed? Wow.
How much pizza did you eat?
3 slices?
And are you...
A little bit.
Okay. You're stuffed.
Well, that's different. I thought you meant like physically stuffed, like
Oh,
from
yeah, you could do that too. I mean, it's a little more creepy, but you can do it.
a little more creepy.
Slightly. Just a tiny bit.
Slightly, just a tiny bit.
Just a tiny bit.
Wow. What is
People
that?
stuff animals, and some people find that creepy.
That is very creepy.
Like people who don't want to pot with their dead pets.
My parents did that. They had a squirrel, which was really weird.
They had a pet squirrel?
Well, no, I just remember
Because
they had a.
you have a pet squirrel.
I don't have a pet.
You do too. You introduced it to me yesterday.
It wasn't my pet. It's outside the house.
I said, look, that's a cute squirrel. And you're like, that's a squirrel.
Well, he hangs outside the house. He's always there.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead. You're digging your own grave, mister.
I don't know where it comes from. Outside somewhere. We don't let him in the house.
You told me all the places where it likes to perch.
Because when we sit and have lunch at the dining room table, we see out the window. We see where the squirrel is. So we see where it goes.
I'm just saying, you are knocking someone for having a squirrel when you yourself have a squirrel.
I don't have the squirrel lives outside. It's a rodent.
What's his name?
I don't know. Did
you're just playing hard to get now. You know that squirrel's name.
you? No.
You call it something.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
I'm willing to bet you do.
No.
Someone calls it something.
Well, it might be the guy across the street.
It's what? It's Marty.
Tiffany
you
calls it
liar.
Marty.
You knew it was Marty, and you avoided the answer because you know I'm right.
No.
You have a pet Marty. It's a squirrel.
It's not my pet.
It is.
I didn't name it.
Do you feed it?
No. It's not mine.
How does it get all that food right outside your window?
It's an
every
outdoor
day,
rodent.
and it just magically finds food outside your window.
It eats grass.
No,
it's a squirrel.
No.
It eats acorns from a tree.
And so how did they get on your front porch?
I have no idea. It likes the porch.
Mm-hmm.
No, say it like you mean it. There you go.
I still don't know what that's from.
It's from you.
No,
You started
it's
doing
from
that.
something.
No, it's not from anything. It's from you.
It's from something.
Whatever. Oh,
okay, so you have a pet squirrel. Go ahead.
I don't
Go
have
on
a
with
pet
your
squirrel.
weird parents and their pet squirrel.
I just remember as a child seeing this squirrel, this dead stuffed squirrel on a log inside the house, thinking, this is really creepy.
On a log?
Yeah.
Did it appear to be in pain?
It was dead.
That's not the point. Did it appear to be in pain?
No.
So he looked happy.
It looked like he was looking for food.
That's cool.
It was creepy.
Why is it creepy?
Because it's dead. I don't like dead stuff.
Yeah, I totally get that, because at the Museum of Science, I didn't like to go by the dead things on the wall.
No.
Like, you know, when you go down that staircase and it had, like, the buffalo head and the deer head, I didn't like to go down that passageway.
What museum is this?
Boston Museum of Science.
I don't remember deer head there.
Yeah, they have, like, bison and stuff.
I don't remember that.
Yeah,
I remember
like,
seeing
things.
R2-D2.
I got my picture illegally taken with him.
Illegally?
Yeah, there's a big sign there saying, do not take pictures. I stood in front of that sign, and then we took the picture.
I
wonder if that picture still exists.
I did that too at the Boston Museum of Fine Art. They had an exhibit for the Assyrian Empire, and me and Tiffany were taking so many pictures of it.
And then it's like,
at the very end, it said no pictures, and we had all of them.
All right, we won't take any more.
Exactly.
No more pictures from this point on.
Right. All right, we're going to take a small break for an announcement from our sponsor.
This show is sponsored in part by ASAPCPU.com.
Allons-y.
For the best quality, up-to-date shoutcast streams or any electronic device repair, visit ASAPCPU.com or find them on Facebook at facebook.com/ASAPCPU and check out some repairs they've completed. We'll even include a free consultation. ASAP CPU, the service you need ASAP.
Yeah, that's a short message from our sponsor. Hope you appreciated that. And we also want to give a little bit of a shout out to a favorite page of ours. You know what page that is, Jimmy?
Yes, the Bost-Whovians on Doctor Who Radio.
Sure. Thank you, Jimmy and Lucas. Wait a minute. We just thanked ourselves. It's kind of weird.
Why is that weird?
I don't know. It's like talking to ourselves.
People like us. Shouldn't we thank ourselves?
Well, okay. We really have to ask that. Do people really like us?
Yes.
How do you know?
Because we have millions
and millions
of fans. We do.
It's pretty interesting.
Hundreds, but still, we're working on it.
We're over 1,000, dude.
Yeah, that means we still can't say thousands and thousands. Because we don't even have thousands and thousand.
Quiet.
But we do have hundreds.
That's Facebook fans. We don't know how many people listen in across the globe right now. We are on the World Wide Web
but we would
right
if
now.
Someone can remember our login information.
Excuse me?
Yeah, you. Uh-huh.
I don't have that information. Asa does.
Yeah, it was given to you.
I still don't have it.
Just because you forgot it, doesn't mean it's someone
Never put
else's
it
fault.
into memory.
That's the problem.
Okay. Here's another problem. This problem is associated with this show. This particular episode that we're watching. The doctor, we're going to get to this clip a little bit later. But he says, what happens when you take two sonic devices and put them together?
Identical, I believe he says, but go ahead.
Yes, he did.
Those are
So
not.
So that one's working, and nothing's happening.
And again, I say it's because they are not identical.
It's the same screwdriver. You know that from the day of the doctor. Same device,
I
same
don't care
technology.
if you know it from the night of the doctor. It's not the same.
That's all I have to say about that. Sorry.
No, you're not.
I'm always sorry.
You enjoy spitting in my face.
I don't enjoy spitting on anybody. It was accidental.
Really? You've never spat on someone and enjoy?
Oh.
Interesting.
Well, because I used to know kids in school that did that, and it irritated me. They would stick their heads out of the bus and spit on random people. See, that's horrible. You're laughing. I thought it was rude and stupid.
Yes, it is.
And yet you think it's hysterically funny. Wow. Who are you? I don't even know who you are anymore.
That's very bad.
So, we were talking earlier about the noises that the adipose fat make, and it kind of reminded...
Very bad. God.
I remember this clearly because we went to the Greater Lawrence Regional Vocational Technical High School, the VOC, and these kids that good grief, really? It's horrible.
I
They
know.
spit on random people.
I know. It's so horrible. Oh, man. Oh, I'm sorry. That's a bad thing to do.
I was embarrassed to be around these people. Because, okay, the high school I went to constructed a house every year for the community.
Uh-huh.
And we'd leave the school, we'd head to the area where the house is being constructed, and if there was somebody randomly walking down the street on the sidewalk, they'd stick their head out the window and spit on them. It's horrible. And yet you find this humorous.
No, I don't.
You're laughing uncontrollably. Here, so what I was getting at before is we talked... I'm going to make you laugh even more now. Because we talked earlier about the sound that the adipose fat make. And it kind of reminded us of a comedian named Brian Regan.
I think
who
I have
talked
to go
about...
do something.
No, you have to sit and wait. So we talked about how Brian Regan discussed Pluto and how it's no longer a planet. So we're going to listen to this for just a couple of seconds. So
You're a
listen.
cruel man.
I am a cruel man. So
I've
let's
already got
listen.
tears in my eyes, dude.
Here we go.
I was watching this thing on TV about Pluto, former planet Pluto, got kicked out. Wow. How embarrassing. Getting kicked out of that group. How did that go down? Pluto, come on in, have a seat. It's the hardest thing I have to do around here, Pluto. I'm gonna cut right to the quick. You're no longer a planet. Well, the best we can figure, you're just a big nothing. Can I still go around the sun? Feel free. What are you? I'm just a big nothing.
I love how he rotated as he was going around the sun.
That was decided by the Planet Definition Committee. It's an actual committee. They get together and Well, you can imagine the wild times. They wear their colors, tattoos, born to define. What do they do? I guess there's a guy with a gavel. Okay, everybody focus. I know everyone's excited. A lot has happened since last time. Daphne, can you read the current definition of planet? I appreciate that input. But we're in the middle of a TV thing.
We have to stop.
It's a throwback to his earlier skits.
What do you mean?
He was talking about when kids do science projects for school.
Okay.
And you know that they got help from their parents.
You mean like on The
And
Simpsons?
Long story short, you can tell because it's a perfect diagram of the solar system. And when you ask the kid about it, it's like, so what can you tell us about the solar system? The big yellow one's the sun! It's like, all right. That's all. The parents do the work.
All right. So
And that's the problem with school.
That is The Simpsons. It was a perfect episode on The Simpsons. It was so funny because Marge ended up going to the casino that Mr. Burns made. And in the casino, she got locked in. She got addicted to the slot machines. And
I think I do
Homer,
remember that one.
her and Homer were supposed to help Lisa with the new project where she had to basically develop a costume that resembled a state. And Homer was the one left to do it. So he wrapped mattresses around her as the state of Florida, but he spelled it Florida. So it was Floreda, and then taped an orange to it.
Oh.
And her and not Marvin, Ralph Wiggum won the award for the two people who had the least help from their parents.
Yeah.
And his costume was a square taped to his chest. And he said, "I'm Idaho."
Oh, God.
It was hysterical. Yeah, so, anyway. So that's kind of... So I guess the adipose have the same voice as Pluto.
Very similar.
All right. We know someone who says similar.
I know a lot of people that say similar.
It's not even a word.
And when they add an ly to it, it just becomes simile.
Oh, boy.
I know.
Oh, boy. Some of the things you think of and then don't think of at the same time. That's not thinking. Yes, I said think of and then not think of at the same time. Go ahead. Put it together. 2 and 2. 4.
It's not 4.
But what is 2 and 2?
That's not what I was thinking.
What are you thinking?
About thinking and not thinking.
It's not easy. It's a tough thing to do.
Tell us about it.
I don't even know how to do it.
Really?
Yep.
All right.
Exactly. So, we got another clip we're going to play from this episode. This is when Donna
goes to talk to her grandfather.
Yeah. And I really like this clip because they get into a nice little interaction and she talks about the doctor and how she's trying to find him, and it's good stuff. Mm-hmm. Giddy up.
He's met the doctor.
Here comes trouble.
Permission to board ships, huh?
Permission granted. Was she nagging you?
Big time. Pull your thermos.
Oh, Tom.
You seen anything?
Yeah, I've got Venus. Yeah, with an apparent magnitude of -3.5 at least. That's what it says in my little book. Yeah, come and see. Come on. There you go. Right. That's the only planet in the solar system named after a woman.
Good for her. How far away is that?
Oh, it's about 26 million miles. But we'll get there one day. 100 years' time, we'll be striding out amongst the stars, jiggling about with all them aliens. Just you wait.
You really believe in all that stuff, don't you?
All all over the place these days. If I wait here long enough.
I don't suppose you've seen a little blue box.
Is that slang for something?
But
I
close.
mean it. If you ever see a little blue box flying up there in the
Look
sky,
alike.
you shout for me, Gramps.
You didn't.
Oh, you just shout.
Like.
Do you know, I don't understand half the things you say these days.
No,
No, fair dues. You've had a funny old time of it lately. Oh, this poor old, what's his name, Lance, bless him. That balmy old Christmas. I wish you'd tell us what really happened.
I know. It's just... the things I've seen. Sometimes I think I'm going mad. I mean, even tonight, I was in a...
Well, you're not yourself, I'll give you that. You seem to be drifting, sweetheart.
I'm not drifting. I'm waiting.
What for?
The right man.
Oh, same old story, I'm mad.
Oh, I don't mean like that. But he's real. I've seen him. I've met him just once. And then I let him fly away.
Well, there you are, go and find him.
I've tried. He's nowhere.
Hey, not like you to give up. Do you know, I remember when you was about 6 years old, your mother said, no holiday this year, so off you toddled all on your own and you got on a bus to Strathclyde. Ha! We had the police out and everything. Ha! Where's she gone and where's that girl, eh?
You're right. 'Cause he's still out there, somewhere. And I'll find him, Gramps. Even if I have to wait 100 years, I'll find him.
All right. So there it is. She had one interaction with the doctor. Initially, was just completely turned off by him.
I was thinking pissed off, but
Yeah, pissed off is a good word.
she was angry in that entire episode.
She was like, "What is this place? Where am I? Bring me to the church!"
Yeah,
Sorry, I didn't mean to yell like that. Sorry.
That was loud.
Sorry.
Glad I had these ear things on, and then kind of sad that I did.
Yeah, because it was
At
right
first it
into
was
your
like,
eardrums.
oh, these are gonna cushion me, but no, they just bring the sound in louder.
Well, that's how Donna was. He just kind of, impacted the eardrums, kind of beat on them for a little bit, and then they exploded, and you couldn't hear anymore.
But in this episode and in further episodes, it really shows her compassion. She cared about the people and the things involved.
Yeah, and she made just like Martha did, and even Rose, she made the doctor a better person.
Yeah, I think she did.
Yeah. Even like later on, and I don't think I even brought up the clip for this, or maybe I did, but, he discusses Martha and how, she fancied him and, but in reality...
Yeah, when he said that, he was pretty happy about that.
Well, Martha's cute.
Yeah, but he didn't think that when Martha was around.
Well, he
But
did.
after she was gone, he's like, she fancied me.
Yeah, but, I mean...
He was like trying to show off.
Really?
Yeah, whereas when she was around, he wouldn't have given her the time of day.
Well, because he loves
He was
Rose.
like, Rose, 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 Rose.
So, okay.
And then he sees Donna, and it's like, Donna!
Yeah. But he still doesn't forget about Martha.
Yeah, he's like, oh yeah, she fancied me, so you want to come with me?
So he's just like a player. Is that what he is?
No, I think
sure?
he just didn't like Martha.
No, I think he did. No, he didn't.
He liked Mickey more than he liked Martha.
Oh, God. Mickey the Idiot?
Mm-hmm.
Mickey the Idiot was cool.
Mm-hmm.
But no, Martha was awesome.
He likes Jackie more than he likes Martha.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
Are you really sure?
Was that you?
Yes, it was the
good.
wheel on the door.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he likes Jackie more.
No, I don't agree with that.
I do.
I know you. You agree with everything you say.
That's why I say it in the first place.
All right, let's go to another clip from the episode.
That's a great way to cut me off.
Well,
Fine, go to your clip.
We only had
Up, go to your clip. Up, go to your clip.
Whatever.
Go on.
Whatever.
Well then. At last.
Hello.
Nice to meet you. I'm the doctor.
And I'm Donna.
Partners in crime. And evidently off-worlders, judging by your sonic technology.
Oh, yes. I've still got your sonic pen. Nice. I like it. Sleek. It's kind of sleek.
Oh, it's definitely sleek.
Yeah, and if you were to sign your real name, that would be...
Matron Ophelia of the 5 Straight and Class of Bindi Nursery Fleet. Intergalactic class.
a wet nurse. Using humans as surrogates.
I've been employed by the Adiposian First Family to foster a new generation after their breeding planet was lost.
What do you mean lost? How'd you lose a planet?
Oh, the politics are none of my concern. I'm just here to take care of the children on behalf of the parents.
What, like an out-of-space super nanny?
Yes, if you like.
So those little things, they're made out of fat. Yeah, but that woman, Stacey Campbell, there was nothing left of her.
Oh, in a crisis, the adipose can convert bone and hair and internal organs. Makes them a little bit sick, poor things.
What about poor Stacey?
Seeding a level 5 planet is against galactic law.
Are you threatening me?
I'm trying to help you, Matron. This is your one chance. Because if you don't call this off, then I'll have to stop you.
I hardly think you can stop bullets.
No, hold on. One more thing. Before dying, do you know what happens if you hold two identical sonic devices against each other?
No.
Nor me. Let's find out.
All right, so we had to stop that there.
But they're not identical.
No, they're not. Just like mine. And the same...
Okay, no.
That did not happen. It did not happen.
Hers is much more identical to his than yours.
The only identicality is blue and green.
The only what?
I made up a word.
Yeah, you
just
did.
For you. Just for you, my friend.
No, you didn't do that.
Yes, I did. Who else did I do it for?
Yourself.
I am not selfish like
Did it
that.
for your
I'm a
smug
giving
self.
person. I like giving.
You're smug.
Smug?
Yeah, smug.
I'm not even sure what that means.
I didn't think so.
Well, then elaborate for me, my friend. Smug. Describe
One's
it.
blue, one's green.
Yeah, and...
That is not identical. Those two are at least both blue.
So how come you didn't bring yours?
For the same reason that I didn't post that our show was tonight earlier than you posted it.
Because you forgot.
I forgot.
Do you have as much interest in this show as I do? Do you? Do you?
What do you want me to say?
I want you to be honest.
What was the question?
I don't know.
Yes. But you want me to say no?
No, I don't want you to say no. I love this show.
I love the show too.
Yay,
I got distracted.
we both love the show. Yeah,
There
life.
was
Women?
Yeah, there was women.
Yeah, they are distracting.
Yeah, they are.
But you gotta have your focus, man. We have
Okay,
to be focused.
But it wasn't just women.
What else was it?
It was beer.
Beer and women? Wow, that's a pretty... All right, I'll let it slide this time. I understand that.
And the Princess Bride.
Wow.
It was a conversation.
You couldn't even think straight.
It was between me and my roommates, and it involved women, beer, and the Princess Bride.
Wow.
So,
Yeah, I got it. All right. I got it.
I'm sorry.
No explanation necessary.
got
Apology
distracted.
accepted. It's okay. It's okay.
But to be...
It's okay.
Just to be
No,
explained,
it's okay. No, you don't have to.
there
I
were no
understand.
women present. It was me and my roommates. There was beer present, and there was the Princess Bride present.
So it was the discussion of women.
Well, the discussion was all...
Wibbly wobbly?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I got it.
In the discussion, we were talking about beer and beer-related topics and what we can use beer things for.
All right. Continue.
And then it got into Princess Bride because that was on the TV, and it got into women because, well, there was 3 guys in a room. How do you not talk about women?
There's only one way, and I'm glad that is not a part of this.
You've lost me, and I think I'm glad you did.
Yes, okay, I'm glad I did. Yes. Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. So Jimmy brought a TARDIS. I know it's kind of off topic, but he bought
Wait, what? Whoa! How is the TARDIS off topic on a Doctor Who show?
You were talking about beer, women, and the Princess Bride.
But Doctor Who.
Yes. The Doctor.
And a TARDIS. That's always on topic.
Yeah, it is.
We changed our topic to the topic that we should talk about. We're not here to discuss the Princess Bride. Not yet.
No, not yet. Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. We have
that episode hasn't come up yet.
No, but that is a topic that we may eventually come across. We may at one point discuss movies or another TV show.
Well, it was just an idea was bouncing around because we touch on so many other subjects.
Yes, we do.
We quote a lot of different movies and or shows. So I just thought, what if we did an episode once in a while, just talking about some of the other things that we reference.
That's true. Like maybe Star Wars, Star Trek, Seinfeld, The Big Bang Theory, The Simpsons, which we reference tonight, which I reference quite often.
You do.
Yes, I do.
I sometimes remember them.
I
know who the Simpsons are.
That's good. You should. Doctor Who has made numerous appearances in The Simpsons.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Mm-hmm. We have another clip to go to before we end the show because we only have a few minutes left.
Mm-hmm.
Can we go to the next clip?
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure? Mm-hmm. It's okay with you?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
When you say nursery, you don't mean a crash you're not in hell.
Nursery ship.
Incoming signal. Have you better go and stop them?
Instructions from the Adiposian First Family.
Children! Oh, my children, behold. I am taking you home.
And there was much rejoicing.
Your new mummies and daddies are waiting. And you will fly. Up you go, babies. Up you go. That's it. Fly away home.
She's wired up the tower block to convert it into a levitation post. Ooh.
Oh.
Oh. Ooh. We're not the ones in trouble now. She is.
Yeah, she is.
Take me. The children need me.
It's reverse raining fat.
Yes, it is.
What are you going to do then?
It's more like a tractor beam.
Blow 'em up?
Transport.
They're just children. They can't know where they came from.
Oh, well, that makes a change from last time. That Martha must have done you good.
Ah, she did, yeah. Yeah. She did. She fancied me.
Mad Martha, that one. Blind Martha. Charity Martha.
I'm waving at fat.
Yep, we're waving at fat. That's
Waving
one of
at
the best
fat.
lines. That is one of the best lines
Have you ever
in this
waved at
episode.
fat?
No. Well, we could. We could wave at this fat.
But that's not real fat.
It feels like fat.
It's
squishy.
Fake fat.
It's squishy, you see?
Don't squish the fat.
You see, there you said it. It's fat. Adipose fat.
It's not real fat.
Well, not
and
really.
you know that.
Yeah, I know, but it's still pretty awesome.
It is pretty awesome,
And he's
but it's not
always
real
here.
fat.
He always sits and just kind of smiles at us. That's supposed to be a fang, that little tooth.
What?
It's
Really?
supposed to be a fang.
No, it's not.
Yes, I watched the episode of Doctor Who Confidential, and the little tooth is supposed to be a fang.
A fang? What did
Yes.
they bite?
Don't know.
What could something this cute and adorable ever bite?
I don't know. But what
It's
was
just so
great
cute.
was the first appearance it made when it popped out of the woman's stomach and just looked and waved.
Just like sat
And
there
I
in the
loved it
sink.
when she brought it out of the drawer and it was just like, just kind of waved its little hands around.
Yeah, and then she died.
Yeah. And then it was kind of gross when the car pulled up into the street and
Oh, that was sick.
yeah, it was kind of gross.
There was squishing and some fat died.
Lousy fat. I'm not supposed to die.
Did you say lousy fat?
I don't know why I said lousy. I don't even know why. It just kind of came out. I mean, it's 11:55, dude. I'm tired.
What difference does that make?
I'm tired. A lot of the stuff that's coming out of my mouth is not, I don't know, clear. I'm sleepy.
Go to bed.
Well, the show's not over yet.
The show could be over.
You want to end it now?
We could end it now. I mean, it's quite easy to do. We are in control.
Yeah, but what if people want to listen for another 4 minutes?
Do you have anything to say?
Maybe.
Do you have another clip?
No.
Oh, that's right. So what do you have to say?
I don't know. What do you have to say?
Well, we talked about this, about, trying to get it done in the hour.
Yeah, because
so that everybody hears the same thing.
Right. So next week we talk about the fires of Pompeii.
Ooh.
And we have...
That's interesting.
We have future returns and... Yeah, we do have future returns. Because people that are going to appear in in a future season...
No.
What do you mean no?
No.
What do you mean no?
No.
Why? Because... Conclude that sentence.
Just because. Period.
Oh, good grief. What are you, 5?
Yeah.
You're not 5.
No. But I'm almost 35.
Oh, man, I just passed 35.
Yeah, you did.
I'm not happy with that.
Old man Lucas.
I don't feel 36.
I'm Lucas. I'm old. That's probably a bad impression of an elderly person.
It was definitely a bad impression of me. Either way.
No, it wasn't because you're old.
We have Amy. She appears in this episode.
No. If
and
you
the
go and
12th
check
Doctor.
the credits, Amy does not appear
not Amy,
in the episode.
See? Sleepy. No,
No,
but the
I
actress
think you're just trying
Karen
to cover your
Gillan.
tracks.
Karen Gillan.
Okay, that is a factual statement. Karen
And
Gillan appears in this episode.
And then Capaldi.
Yes, Capaldi also appears in
So
this.
it's kind of like a little crossover.
Kind of like,
Yes.
but not really.
You're not really.
I am really.
Really.
Yeah.
Are you?
Mm-hmm.
You sure about that?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anyway.
Yep.
All right. So that's what we're going to talk about next week. So tonight, we had a pretty good show.
I think so.
Yeah, I think so. So we want to say thank you to all you 1,106 people on our Facebook page for listening in.
And all of the other people that are listening in
Yes,
around the world.
Millions
and millions
of our fans. We appreciate you. Thank you for listening in. We hope you tune in next week at a different time. Not Thursday night, possibly Wednesday night.
Hopefully Wednesday night, yeah.
It's usually Wednesday night.
Usually is. Yeah.
So we do Wednesday night, 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
Yep.
So whatever time that is in your part of the globe, listen in live.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see you then. Wibbly wobbly.
Timey-wimey.
Tra.
Oh my vot.
Oh my vot? Oh, that's right. Where did we get that from?
From last week. You forget too
No,
quickly.
I remember, but what was it? Was it from?
Play the music.
Okay. So, oh my vot.
Tra.